some of the incredible steps on the career.
I love Serena, and this is my guy. I want to believe in myself 110%. I want to go out here and conquer. I know that I can do it. It's just all about executing the game plan. No female fighter can beat me. I really want to push you to where you get in the ring with me so you can know you made the biggest mistake of your life.
Hello, everybody. Come on, Detroit. Let me hear you make some noise. Yeah, we're about to do this thing. My name is Ronnie Duncan. I'm from the Sports Rap Network, and we are so proud to be a part of this great promotion. Are you ready for February the 22nd at the Little Caesars Arena? That's when Claressa the Shields takes her 17-0 record, and she gets ready to defend against a young lady that she's seen before. They once were foes, then they became friends, now they're foes once again, and Franchon Crews-Dezurn is going to be an exciting night. Now this event is being brought to you by Salida Promotions along with Win Records and 313 Presents. Now if you want to get tickets, it's real simple. All you got to do is look at that QR code and scan that QR code and you can get your tickets. We're talking about one of the 8 wonders of the world, something that we haven't seen before, something that you can tell people down the line in history that I was there at the Little Caesars Arena on February the 22nd because it's about to go down. Do you want to be a piece of history? Do you want to be a part of history? And you want to tell everybody that you're in the house? Remember, she's broken all the attendance records. The last time in July when she had that fight, Clarissa Shields right here in Detroit, she sold it out. She wants to crush the records. Yes, she is ours, but she is also the world's. And her opponent did not come here to lose. Remember, Franchon Crews has only lost 2 fights. One of those fights, to Clarissa Shields in Shields' pro debut. That next fight was against Savannah Marshall. But you know what she has a victory over? The lady she said is very mean. The lady that she says is very get to the point. I'm talking about Shadaisha Green. So you're talking about 2 fighters, 2 competitive fighters. We haven't seen anything like this in a long time. You can talk about the men, but the one thing I know about Clarissa Shields, she is the 2-time Olympic champion. She is the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Come on, everybody, let's make some noise. Let these fighters know this is the show. Now, I know we're here for, of course, an auto show, and we want to take this time to thank the Detroit Auto Show for inviting us here. We got a chance to see all the good cars. We got a chance to see all the good people. But the other thing we got a chance to do, it is simple. We're about to rev up the engines. We ain't pumping no brakes. We hitting the gas. And it's all going to happen on February the 22nd. Now, it is a Sunday. And I don't know about what you do on Sunday, but sometimes I have to praise the Lord on Sunday. And I think I'm about to see a miracle. I think we're about to get a witness. I think I can get an amen out of here. Can we say something for February 22nd? Amen. That's what I'm saying. Now look, we've got some dignitaries, we've got some luminaries that are going to be here, and we're going to bring out the people who make this the night that it is. Remember, we're talking about the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. That means that all of the belts are on the line in the 4-belt era. That's the WBO, that's the WBA, that's the WBC, and that's the IBF. If there's a belt that you can win in the ring, Clarissa Shields wants that belt. But we cannot dismiss the fact that her opponent is a unified super middleweight champion. I know she spent some time in my hometown of Baltimore, so I know she knows Ricestown Road and North Avenue, and I know she knows how to throw hands. But we know the young lady from Clinton, Michigan can do the same thing too. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to also take an opportunity to say hello and thank you to some of our sponsors here today. They are Tough Shed, M Select Luxury Water, OnlyFans, and Bet Online. Take a look at what you're about to see because they are our sponsors and we got a sizzle reel just for you. presents. Look at the code, the QR code right in front of you. You look at the QR code that we have, of course, up there. Buy a ticket. You want to give somebody a really good gift in February? You want to show your love, my brother, in February for that lady? You go ahead and do something. Get a ticket to the fight because everybody's going to be there. And if you can't see the fight live, you know you can watch the fight on the global leader of boxing, and that is the zone. That is February 22nd. I don't want to hear any excuses, Detroit. We are going to have the NBA All-Star Game. We would have had the Super Bowl. You had the Daytona 500. Now we're talking about the event of the year, and it's right here in Detroit. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the co-promoters of this event is Win Records. They have a full-service and music agency specializing in artist development. They specialize in management, brand partnership, distribution, marketing, and touring. They're one of the reasons why, when we look at Claressa Shields right now, and give her a round of applause, because I'm going to tell you right now, anytime you can get a 2-year deal that's worth over $8 million, that could be like $10 million, you do it right. $12 million, you do it right. $14 million, you do it right. And I can hear the gentleman behind me saying, don't say $16 million, but she signed an historic deal for women's boxing. See, you can look at the 60s and we can look at Wilma Rudolph. And we can look at the 70s and we can see Mary Lou Retton. And we can look at the 80s and we can see Flojo. But there's been nothing like what we're seeing here with Claressa Shields. You know, Win Records has a strong expertise in music, administration, digital strategy, licensing, industry trends. Win provides tailored career guidance to help clients grow and succeed. They are rooted in the innovation and long-term vision. The company empowers the artists and the creative geniuses of the athletes and those that they represent. And they maximize their visibility. Anytime you do that, you have to have a visionary. We're going to bring him out. Give him a round of applause. He is the owner and CEO of Win Records. Ladies and gentlemen, let's show some Detroit love. Let's show some Detroit auto show love to the one and only Ruben Branson. Come on out, Ruben. Come on out, Ruben Branson. Let's give him some love right here. He's one of the people who helped it out with Claressa Shields. We're going to be talking to you in just a few minutes. Now, the other person. She has been a part of Claressa Shields' career ever since she became a 2-time Olympic amateur champion. He's a man who is also known as a boxer, but he engaged himself in the city of Detroit. He comes from Odessa, Ukraine, in the Soviet Union. And he wants to be in a situation where he wants to give the best of boxing. We see my man John Leapak of Franchon Gymnasium. One of the things and one of the engagements that Dimitri Salita had was a relationship with the late and great Emmanuel Stewart. Emmanuel knew then that this man was destined for greatness. And he told him that. And so he has not been far. So he took his entire family, moved his entire operation after retiring from boxing, in which he was a world contender. And now he is the solo promoter and the CEO of his company. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring him to the stage, the one and only Dimitri Salita, a U.S. national champion in 2000 at the New York Golden Gloves. And a pro, he won the IBF and WBA international titles. He is the one and only Dimitri Salita. Come on, Detroit, we can do better. And for all of you who are watching right now, you can come up and you can get a seat because the boxers are going to be able to talk to you. You're going to be able to ask questions. We're going to have a meet and greet. This is going to be the type of press conference that you could only dream for. And for you, you're going to see 2 of the greatest women ever to put on gloves. And I guarantee you, when it's all said and done, today, this day will be a day to remember in history because you're going to be witnessing 2 women that I guarantee you, I might be 67, but I'm not senile. They're both going into the International Boxing Hall of Fame once they decide to lay down the gloves and their career is over. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to introduce to you a young lady that, I'm telling you, they said she's the diva. She comes with a game plan to do it right. And she comes with a game plan to make sure that she doesn't walk alone, She's along with her husband, Glenn. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, when these fighters come into the premise, you're going to recognize that not only are they coming, but they're coming in love, they're coming in unity, and they're going to come in style. I'm talking about Franchon Crews-Dezurn. I'm talking about Claressa, the Rope Shields. I'm talking about a multiple champion in divisions that no man had ever done. Remember, she's a two-time Olympic champion. You can't say that about Muhammad Ali. You can't say that about Sugar Ray Leonard. You can't say that about some of the greatest fighters that have come across. You can't say that about Andre Ward. But she did it not one time, two times. Two times. Can I get everybody to say two times? Two times and a multiple champion. I don't know about you. I can't wait. What do you think, Ruben? Are you ready? Are you ready to get it on? Are you ready, Dimitri? I need to know, is the audience ready? Are you ready? I need to hear you. The fighters need to hear you. Are you ready? We're going to bring out the fighters, but we're going to bring them out in style. I hear you. Make that noise. Buy that ticket. Go to the QR code. You see it down there? Go to the QR code and you can see one of the greatest events of all time. And I speak of the Women's Undisputed Heavyweight Championship of the world. There will be some other fights on this card. And they will be up-and-comers. They will be names that you're familiar with. I saw a name and a face that's here. And maybe if I can see him again, he is John David Jackson, a former junior middleweight champion of the world, but he has also been in the corner of Clarissa Shields. Is John David around? John David Jackson right there. I just want to say hello to my brother, because when you talk about the skills and what he does. Now, one thing about Clarissa Shields, she has deserved everything that she has received in this illustrious career. And the reason I know that is because a lot of people get it twisted. And they get it twisted because as a woman, she's had to fight for everything she gets and owns. And when she comes out, I'm going to reveal to you a story that she will show love to you the same way you show love to them. We're going to bring the fighters out as they come forward. And once I get that invitation to do just that, because these are our fighters and they are moving in all the right direction. We're going to go ahead and move on, because I know you want to hear not from me, but from the fighters. And so before we hear from the fighters, let's hear from Branson. Ruben Branson, I want you to come up and tell us the importance of why you are here. Come on up, Ruben. Let's bring him up. Ruben Branson, give him a round of applause. Tell everybody what this fight not only means to you, but what it means to the commitment, because you were behind the spearheading of that 2-year contract that Clarissa Shields was on CBS Morning with Nate Burleson and announcing we have struck a deal. And now you are part of being a part of history. The highest paid rate for a woman in professional boxing. Tell me your joy, but yet tell me your vision.
Good afternoon, everyone. Well, I'm extremely excited to be a part of the greatest woman of all time, making and redefining history. It brings win records great joy to merge sports and entertainment all into one. Clarissa not only deserves $8 million contract deal, Clarissa deserves to continue to move forward. Well, she's coming up now, so I'll let you guys watch the champ coming to the ring.
All right, thanks a lot, Ruben. Ladies and gentlemen, now about to get out of the McLaren, she is the unified champion in the super middleweight division, and she is the lady, she is a diva, she is my sister from the city of Baltimore, Maryland. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, coming to the stage in style. Come on, diva, we're gonna be here for a while. She is Franchon Crews-Dezurn. Franchon Crews-Dezurn. My wife, always a the auto show, the Detroit Auto Show. Take your pictures. Franchon's never seen a camera she didn't like. And this young lady can do it. And I'm telling you right now, Shadeja thought she was mean, but you almost knocked off the green. She is the super middleweight champion. She has won, lost to Claressa Shields, and the other to Savannah Marshall, which was highly disputed. A young lady that my boys in Baltimore say she got Pennsylvania Avenue and North Avenue on lockdown. She's over there at Mondawmin Mall on lockdown, but it's all good. Now, she can't fight by herself. We want you to stay around, Franchon, because we want to get a nice little face-off with you and the others. But coming up and coming this way, she is from Flint, Michigan. She is a multiple champion, and she's coming in style. The undisputed three-time champion of the world, and now the heavyweight champion of the world in women's boxing. She is the one and only coming in style in the Rolls Royce by her choice, because she is the queen of the ring. She is the first lady of boxing. She is the undisputed champion of the world. Put your hands together for the world, Claressa Shields. Carissa's going to be coming out in a Rolls Royce. Let's give her love. Let's show her love. Get out. This is what we talk about, the Detroit Auto Show. And we want to thank everyone here at Huntington Place for allowing us to be here for this great opportunity. Got home things on. Claressa Shields is making her way into the ring, and of course the way that she can only do it, a Rolls Royce by her choice. Oh, it's nice. You get the theme song. Come on, Detroit. You love the queen of the ring. Let me hear you make some noise for the royalty of boxing. She is the undisputed champion, and she got all the belts, and she's got it on tight. The one and only Claressa the Pro. Right here at the Detroit Auto Show. We're talking about Conway, Michigan. We're getting it done. They said there's only one motor city, and that's Detroit. So there's about to be a showdown in Motown, and let's watch her come in the style. You see her story, and now we see her in her glory. That's that Rolls Royce. Fit for a queen, and she has the kingdom of boxing all lockdown. Ain't nobody scared of him. Franchon is waiting. Franchon said, okay, I can't do a little bit learn. That's not good. And I'm gonna roll out. They can be her choice. It is the show show. Being guided by her booth, the one and only Papoose. Look at Claressa Shields. She got that fur on. She got that power head on. And we want everybody to let the queen run. She is Claressa Shields out of Flint, Michigan. And she shows nothing but love. Being led, of course, to the dance. Here on the stage by the one and only Papoose. It's a time of excitement for all. We look forward to it. When she gets here, we're going to let both fighters look at one another, but let's get around. Franchon Crews-Dezurn against Claressa Shields. It's about to go down. It's about to go down. Here she is, the one and only Claressa Shields. As Clarissa takes her seat, and of course the one and only, Dimitri Salita will come forward, and of course talk about what he feels with this fight will be taking place, and it will be such a great event. And so what we want to do is that we want to talk to both the promoters. Before we bring you up, Dimitri, hold tight. I want to continue with what we had with Ruben. Ruben Branson is a man who has a vision along with Win Records, and they put their money where their mouth is, and they are definitely about to cash that check. Ruben, come on back up. Give him a round of applause. Ruben Branson.
So again, as I was saying, good afternoon to everyone. Thank you, Detroit, for coming out. Again, we're here to celebrate and promote this great fight with the greatest woman of all times. Win Records is very happy and pleased to be a part of Clarissa as she continues to make and redefine history. We're very proud of Clarissa for her stand that she has for women's rights movement and as well as awareness. We're very proud that Clarissa is aligned with the same core values as not only Win Records, but America's core values, which is excellence. Clarissa, the world is watching. Franchon, the world is watching. We have two great warriors that's going to see each other on February 22nd of 2026. Don't miss it. It'll be an epic, epic fight. Thank you.
All right, we said everybody's going to be there. What I need you to do is take a look at that QR code. Put it down. Buy your tickets down. Get someone an early gift. Forget about Valentine's Day. She's got on the colors for the Valentine. We're going to make sure people come and sell it out. I want to see 18, 22,000. I want to get to the point that we can't even get people in. But you know how we're going to do. We're going to bum rush it because that's what she wants to do. The man who has had that vision with her ever since she came up. You're talking Flint, Michigan. You're talking two-time Olympic gold medalists. You're talking numerous world champions. Look, I got love for all my brothers who do what they do, and I know you do too. But all I can say is that this is the quote. This is the quote. And Terrence Crawford just was following, getting in quote territory, but somebody got to be first, and she was first. Three-time undisputed champion. I'm talking about the one and only Clarissa Shields. Now, the man who said, hey, I'll risk all. I'll get you what you want. See, their dream isn't just Detroit. When you talk to her, she wants to go to Madison Square Garden. She wants to go to LA, and she will get there. But she also wants to go to the continent of Africa. You've told me that so many times that that's what she wants to do. And I have an advantage over a lot of different people. She knows my past. I was a ring announcer for many years for Layla Ali. I've seen some of the greatest women fighters of all time. I know what the greatest looks like, and I'm looking at it right now. It could be Ann Wolfe. I'm looking at the greatest right now. It could be Vonda Ward. I'm looking at the greatest right now. It could be Layla Ali. I'm looking at the greatest right now. It could be Christy Martin. And you know I did a Christy Martin-Layla Ali fight. And I know she did a lot for boxing. I know she's in the International Hall of Fame. But guess what? They got a seat waiting for you in Canastona, and they got a seat waiting for you in Canastona too. And the reason I know that, the man told me. He is the one and only. He's a boxer, he's a promoter now, he's Detroit's own. Come on, y'all, show some love for Dimitri Salita of Salita Promotions.
Thank you so much. What energy, incredible. I want to thank some of our partners that made this happen. 303 Entertainment, Howard Handler, of course, Win Records, Ruben Branson, and Pat Roos. Pat is the bridge that put us together. He's a world-renowned hip-hop artist. He's also a boxer and a boxing fan, and he saw the vision. And really, this partnership with Win Records is not only about Clarissa making record-breaking money and elevating the sport of women's boxing, it's also about bringing culture, hip-hop, and boxing together and staging incredible events that the world has not seen before. I also want to thank the Auto Show. It is an unusual place to hold a boxing press conference, but it is intentional, unusual and intentional. Detroit has been home to the auto industry. It's also been home to boxing. Some of the greatest fighters in the sport, Joe Louis, Tommy Hearns, and many others, have been born and fought here in Detroit. And then both the auto industry and boxing took a break at the top. But Detroit is known as America's greatest comeback city. And what better way to let the world know we arrived than by staging an undisputed heavyweight world championship fight between two champions. I also want to thank Franchon Crews, her husband Glenn, and her manager Peter Kahn. Franchon signed on the dotted line. She's one of the best female fighters in the world. She's a two-time world champion. She has got here the hard way. She's really beaten the best fighters in the sport. Just a few wins ago, she beat Shadejah Green, and she is really the best available contender and champion in the sport to fight Claressa Shields. She's definitely a future Hall of Famer. Let's give Franchon. Clarissa Shields across the ring. Her resume is really second to none. There's no man or woman in the sport who has fought and beaten as many champions and top contenders as Clarissa Shields. When we first started working together in 2017, Clarissa said, "Dimitri, I'll sign with you if you make the biggest and the best fights." And it's been that. Every one of our fights has been the biggest and the best. Several years ago, Clarissa Shields flew thousands of miles away from home to London to defeat her rival, Savannah Marshall, in front of 20,000 people that in the beginning of the fight were rooting against her, but at the end of the fight were supporting her and rooting for her. Then she came back home and it was time to do a homecoming. And we met with 313 and Howard Handler, and Clarissa opened the door after decades of inactivity to World Championship boxing here in Detroit. And to be honest with you, the last several events at Little Caesars were that. They were Clarissa Shields events. This is the first time that it's a fight. It's a real fight that she's fighting a legitimate, bona fide, future Hall of Famer in Franchon Crews. Clarissa is also a trendsetter, and like Ford established the assembly line in the auto industry, Clarissa is the first woman ever in the history of the sport to be the main event on premium cable television. And she really opened up the door, an assembly line of possibility for women around the world, not just in boxing, but in sports. And it takes these great individuals that use their platform for Clarissa's boxing to take society to the next level. And all of this lines up to one of the biggest events of the year, February 22nd at Little Caesars Arena, live on DAZN, the undisputed heavyweight world title between two of the best fighters in the world. Ali Frazier, Tyson Spinks, Holyfield Bowe, Lewis Tyson, Claressa Shields-Dezurn. It is that. It is the undisputed heavyweight world title. Those that are in Detroit were almost sold out. It's really incredible. But those that got a ticket and can get a ticket, save it, because it's going to be a collector's item. And those that can't make it, make sure you subscribe to DAZN, the world leader of boxing, and watch it. It's going to be a spectacular, fantastic, incredible night of boxing. Thank you so much. See you in February.
The one and only Dimitri Salita. Ladies and gentlemen, our fighters are here, but the fighters did not come by themselves. Glenn, we thank you so much, my brother, for being here with your wife, but more importantly, showing us what that good black love looks like, and we appreciate you for that. Papoose, we thank you as well for showing that good black love and what that good black love looks like. And that's real, okay? Because win or lose, both of these women have got to go home to someone who cares far beyond us as fans. It's going to be that good of a time. I hope that you all are enjoying the auto show. We want to take this opportunity to thank the auto show for helping us to do what we have been doing. This is the right stage for both Franchon as well as Clarissa. And I'm glad that all of you are here and all the people who are working behind the scenes and all of the local stations that are taking their place. You know I love you, Channel 4. You get that job done because you're on the top. And she doesn't miss it. Franchon doesn't miss it. They know who's following them. They know their social media. You, being here today, you have a tremendous responsibility to tell everyone that you know that the date of celebration, the date of commemoration, the date of excellence in seeing something the world has never seen, and that is a two-time Olympic champion, a multiple champion in divisions, a three-time undisputed champion in the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. It is, like Dimitri said, a competitive fight. At this time, I want to bring to the microphone the gentleman that I just spoke of and how he feels about this new venture, because he's the talker. And Glenn, if you want to talk as well, I knew what was going on, so I already know. Then I'm like, nah, dude, I'm cool. I'm copacetic, brother. It's all good. Papoose, come on up, man, and talk your talk about this fight. And put it down, tone down the pink thing with the blind.
How y'all feeling today? Hey, look, I'm with Clarissa Shields. To spend time wisely is a skill. Doing everything that losers won't, but winners will. We ain't chasing a good time. We just sit and chill, eating, watching Michael B. Jordan. That movie Sin is ill. When the love is genuine, you can tell it's a different feel. Babyface was right on that song. She got that whip appeal. Stole her heart like a ball player. I be getting steals, and I pay for it in full. We don't split the bill. And I pay for it in full. We don't split the bill. This ain't that fake vibe that you used to. Nah, this shit is real. I'm so allergic to fake people, I need some Benadryl. She fight for the people. George Floyd, Emmett Till, Olympic winner, first female boxer to get a meal. February 22nd, they gonna say it's still. Buy your tickets now, support. We ain't giving deals. Hey, look, y'all, that's all I gotta say, man.
That's a lot. He said, that's all you got to say? You know, when I looked at the fight date, I said, February the 22nd. I said, I'm gonna leave church and then I'm gonna go to a fight. Lord have mercy. But I'm gonna be praying that it's the best fight that I've ever seen. And the reason why it's gonna be the best fight I've ever seen is that the young lady who's about to come up is from my hometown. She says she's from a lot of places, but she has been in my hometown of Baltimore, Maryland. And I'm telling you right now, we know how to throw hands in Baltimore, Maryland. And I'm telling you right now that she has never seen a challenge that she didn't like. I don't know about you and whether or not you know the history, but she fought her in her first pro fight. Gave her her first L. But it took somebody else to give her another one, and that was Savannah Marshall. But we know how undisputed and untrue that was, because you had to go someplace else to fight somebody not in your land but on theirs. But see, God has a way of making things work, because somebody said, who you gonna fight? Who you gonna fight next? Shadeja Green? You ain't gotta fight Shadeja Green because you took care of that. That was a boxing lesson. For all of us who know the sport, Frank Garza right there, that was a boxing lesson. And we looked at the record today and we were like, Tiffany in trouble. Everybody there. See, the one thing I do know is that at 10-2, as you have been around the world, you've been in the gym, you've seen all of the great ones. East Coast, West Coast. This lady, I was told, if she goes into a city, Glenn and they in them city, they think they're on vacation, you looking for a gym. I've heard that, and it's just amazing. And I think we have to show the Detroit love because they're friends, but they know they got business to do. And like Dimitri said, she signed her name on the dotted line because this is what she wants. In order to be great, you got to face greatness. This is greatness. This is great. She wants it. Ladies and gentlemen, with a record of 10-2, she brings the game. She's a unified super middleweight champion of the world. Come on, everybody. Franchon Crews-Dezurn!
What's up, Detroit? What's up? And I want to give a shout out to Rhonda Walker, Detroit 4. My name is Franchon Crews-Dezurn, and I'm not forgettable. But I see you, Papoose. You up here busting a rap. I mean, we doing hard hits. I think I'm the only one on the stage who got a charted hit in the UK. Y'all can stream it, that Secret Place. And Clarissa, I'm glad we get to talk, because I know you've been doing a lot of talking on the internet. You know I love you down. I love you down. But we got to call a spade and call it how we see it. Because I've never seen somebody complain about being the A-side. I've been super middleweight my whole career, except one fight during COVID. And to say that I've been ducking or I wouldn't put my belts up to fight you is ludicrous. When I've been here the whole time. I got you. You're going to be able to speak your piece. But let's clear a couple things up. All right? Not only that, you want to say that I don't know that I'm here and I'm chasing you and I'm not trying, like I won't put my belt. That was crazy to me, not putting my belts up. Shadeja don't want to put the belts up. No, you just don't want to lose weight to come fight. Because I
don't want to fight me at 168.
I've been here.
Why am I at 175? I can get a fight at 168.
You chose to go there.
No, ma'am.
You chose to go there.
Y'all are soft and did not want to fight me. Y'all tried to steal me out.
But do you
y'all
listen
tried
to
to
my
vote
heart?
me out, and that's
But I want to
okay.
tell you
No.
It's okay.
Put your belt there. You think you're gonna win? Come take my belt and keep yours.
I'm soft.
Franchon, put your belts up and then come take mine. You gonna keep all of them, right?
I'm like how Papoose like his eggs hard. Okay, so let's keep that straight.
I'm glad you know how you like his egg, baby mama.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm looking forward to February. Look, I'm looking forward to February 22nd because this is an amazing fight, an amazing city. Just like he said, Detroit has such rich history. Not only is it the Motor City, not only is it the home for a lot of iconic boxers, let's talk about the music, right? Because music is what I'm known for as well. That's why I'm the heavy hit diva. I hit hard and I love to sing. So to have the opportunity to become undisputed heavyweight champion here in front of the great people that support people with talent is an honor for me. Camp has been going amazing. I actually flew here from Florida. I've been up all night, so y'all have to forgive me. But I'm very grateful for the opportunity. Shout out to Salida. Shout out to Win Records. But I ain't gotta be signed to your record label to win. I've been winning. It's okay. It's okay. Shout out to the Zone. Shout out to the people who believe in me. Shout out to Level Up. It's just, look, I'm here at an auto show. It makes a lot of sense because I'm all gas, no brakes. Ain't nobody stopping this train. I didn't need you to become a champion. You needed me, and we worked together. So when you do speak, make sure you speak proper, because I'm always going to be right there. No. I didn't say that. I didn't need you to become a champion. I became undisputed on my own. We fought some of the same people, but I didn't use your name in vain. So don't talk like I'm one of the people who use your name for clout, because if there was any time that you sent that contract, I would have signed it expeditiously. Okay? We here now. We
Undisputed. 168, and I was undisputed at 160.
We could have set it up.
We could have fought me. You did not want to fight back then.
Did I run?
You fought other people.
You fought other people. We just fought other people.
I let you know, but back then you could have made way more for your purse back then. I told you that. Don't act like that. Don't act like that. Don't like that, because I respect you for who you are and what you do. But don't act like I'm not the one giving up. I could have fought somebody else. They did not want this fight. I could have been wanting to fight. I didn't want to fight you.
Yeah.
Why you here?
Because we gonna fight, because I signed a contract. We just here. loudest in the room to make the biggest impact. I stand on business on everything I do. She knows this, he knows this, anybody that deal with me. So you don't have to like me, you don't have to root for me, but you won't respect me. Why? Because I'm built like that. I don't care about no wins, I don't care about no losses. I fought her on my first fight. I knew what the circumstances was. I signed off the couch, and I got the emails to prove it. So to come at me like I'm not built like that, understand, I know who I am. I don't have to switch personas. I know. I've been the same back then, I'm the same now. I don't really get out my place, I don't get out of character, but y'all gonna stop playing with me to insinuate that I would ever throw a fight. The bag is not big enough. Let me clear that up. I'm grateful for every opportunity, every dollar I get because I work hard for it, but you're not giving me my biggest payday. This is an opportunist fight, because when I take your belts, then I'll get my biggest payday. But you're not gonna sit here and play with me like you're my savior, because you're not. I've supported you genuinely. I've supported you genuinely your whole career. And I supported you. Don't sit here and say, I'm up here like you ain't saved me, I saved myself. I turned that Nobody didn't save you. I gave you an opportunity. I turned it on nobody else. I'm beautified and I'm still here. Then you go wrong. Wait 20 seconds, I'm fucking you up. Listen, I'm fucking you up. I'm fucking you up. You see one smack one. Yes. You see one smack one, because I ain't the one. And you see one smack one. If you see one smack one. I'm gonna smack you up enough that way. 20 seconds for the both of us. See, this is the difference. I'm gonna smack you up enough that way. 20 seconds for the both of us. It don't even matter. Let me explain. Let me explain this. How about all that respect? You just called me a bitch on Twitter 2 weeks ago. I was a bitch on Twitter last week. I was just a bitch on Twitter last week. You've been documented since you were 15 years old. Yes, ma'am. Okay. You know that. Look at the end of the movie when you said USA Boxing paid you to come back. So that's you. They protected their investment. So understand this. I respect you, Clarissa. I love you, Clarissa. You are great, and I would never shit on you. But when it's you versus me, I'm gonna keep it 100. Right. If you feel like you can smack me, smack me. If you feel froggy, jump. Thank you, guys. February 22nd. It is what it is.
All right, we're going to ask, please, because this is being streamed around the world. There are children in the audience. We're going to ask that you please do not use any curse words at this time. We're just going to ask you to do that. And I know that both of you are professional. I wanted to tell a story, because I could talk about you all day, Clarissa. But before I brought you on, I wanted to tell this story. I wanted to tell the story right. I first met Clarissa when I was working at WNEM in Flint, Michigan. There was a documentary movie on you. And you said you used to be Layla Lee's ring announcer. You sure gained a lot of weight since that time. And then, I think the thing that really turned the corner for me, I was in Las Vegas. I didn't know you were there. And she said, "What up though, Ronnie Duncan?" I'm like, who's calling me? I'm like, remember, because I had that startled look on my face. But I recognized the real in you. And when people are real with you, you're always going to be real with them. I love what you've done with your family. I love what you've done with the city of Flint, Michigan. I love that you never take the blue streaks out of your hair because the water crisis hasn't gone away. And you and I have brothers and sisters up there who are still struggling. I know that this fight means a lot to you. I know that coming back to Detroit means a lot to you. I know you're going to put on a show. I know that the ring walk for both Franchon as well as for Clarissa will be epic. Because see, that's the only way you do it, young lady. But I want you to know that when I was watching CBS and I saw you in there and you made that announcement, I said you deserve every penny, because you know what? People try to get it twisted about you. I may be older than you, but I'm going to tell you something. If you were my daughter, I want you to work for everything that you get. Because guess what? No one gave her a thing. She took everything that she wanted in that ring. She demanded the higher salaries. She said that I'm a free agent, and she made the right people work at the right time. I'm not afraid to say this either. My friend, my sister, I love you, ladies and gentlemen, Claressa Shields.
Girl, got me hot. My Lord have mercy. One, I want to thank all y'all for being here, all of my fans, my Quoties, Quote Nation, Clarissa Shields fans. I love y'all so much. Thank you. I got thanks to the promotions, thank Win Records. I'm still going to thank Franchon because she is a hell of a fighter. And that's why I've been training 2 or 3 times a day, because I know what I'm up against. So I'm not taking her lightly. It's just the point of that I have put in a lot of work in my career, and there were no shortcuts and there were no gimmies. There were no shortcuts and there were no gimmies. USA Boxing paid me the same purse as the men, so I would come back and represent them way before the Olympics. 2012, I wasn't getting paid like the men, but they wanted me to come back in 2016. And I said, why are the men getting paid $3,000 and they've lost every tournament? And I've won every tournament and I'm still getting paid $1,000. That doesn't make sense. If you guys want me to come back, pay me and all the girls on Team USA the same as you pay the men, and I'll come back and represent you guys.
But I'm the reason, not to go against what you're saying, I'm the reason any woman got paid before you even came. Ask the girls, I'm gonna get, so thank you for pushing it forward.
Yes.
Thank you for pushing it forward, but I'm the reason women got paid anything for their medals.
And look, she's speaking facts there. But when it came to us getting paid the same and us getting paid bonuses, I'll let USA Boxing know that's not right. I'm the only one that won a Olympic gold medal 2012. The only. None of the men didn't do nothing. The girls on the team who had all the endorsements, who they thought was this and that, got a bronze, a 4th place bronze. I got gold at 17 years old. That's one thing we're not ever gonna forget. So now, since we're going down memory lane, getting ready for 2016, I was 26 wins, 1 loss. 1. I finished my amateur career 77 wins and 1 loss. That same loss stayed there for 4 years. I have not lost a fight in boxing since 2012. We are in 2026. So when it comes to earning my stripes,
It's subjective, but
I beat everybody unanimously, or I knocked them out in the amateurs. Everybody. I never had a close fight.
you that girl. I ain't gonna look, you that girl. Go ahead, shorty, you that girl.
Listen.
Look, I know you, sis.
And Franchon did her thing too in the amateurs. She was right there next to me, by my side at 178 back then. I was at 145.
We good.
We did our shit, but
We good. I
Could nobody mess with me when it came to no amateur boxing. That's why I got 2 Olympic gold medals and not 1. 2 world championships. Even I had to fight the juniors because they tried to steal me out. Like, nah. So now that we're pro, talking about the work that we put in, I'm still here as a 19-time world champion. 19 world championships. I am champion at 5 different weight classes. Can't nobody take nothing from me. Can't nobody get out and earn my stripes.
You got a promoter, you got backing. I'm out here like a mixtape rapper. That's how I had to hustle, but that's cool. Beyonce.
We had the same team before. Had manager and promoter. I guess it just didn't work out the way it worked out for
We
me.
here now. We good though. We back here. We here. Family.
Now we back here.
Family feud.
And I'm
Let's get
gonna
it.
do everything in my power to not only whoop Franchon like I did in our pro debuts with a unanimous decision.
Cause I had 2.5 week notice and I was walking your ass down that 4th round. Let's get it.
I love that you said we had 2.5 weeks, because I called and told her I didn't want to fight our pro debuts. I called her.
We did. But I saw the vision.
We went 0 and 38 opponents for me to get a pro debut. I said, we're going to find somebody. Do not sign the contract. I don't want to fight you our pro debut. Why? Because we are the Layla Ali and Ann Wolf fight that never happened. We can make millions fighting against each other down the line. I said that.
I ain't making millions now.
She said no.
Give me some of that 8 million. Can I get some of that 8 million? Then I'll shut up. Let me get some of that 8 million. Since everybody think I'm throwing the fight. Since everybody think I'm a big
Stop
fight.
listening to the blogs, Franchon.
It's okay.
It's not even legal to throw fights in boxing. We know that's not true. You gotta stop listening to the black girl.
It's okay. It's okay. I don't care.
You gotta quit listening to her. She don't know nothing about boxing. She's a troller. She trolled you.
Yeah. It's okay.
Trolled you. I get trolled every day. It is what it is. But the thing that I'm saying is, come February 22nd, I'm not gonna hold her back. Soon as the bell ring, it's gonna be a fight. Soon as the bell ring, all this talking and stuff, all that, I don't gotta get up here and call her a B word. I don't gotta get up me when they get older. It's so many of them. So I'm not about to get up here and we're not gonna blow the bag. She said smack one, see one, smack one. I'm not gonna smack Franchon. Come on now. But come February 22nd, I'm gonna punch her hardest. Yeah, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad come February 22nd. And it's not gonna be bad because she can't fight or nothing like that. It's just that I have elevated, I've gotten better, I'm stronger. And talk about, if I thought I was strong at 168, which I was there 5 years ago, because I went right to 160 and stayed there for a long time. Then I had to skip. Nobody wanted to fight at 60, they all had got beat. 168, nobody would give me a challenge. I had to come all the way to 175 and fight against these damn giants. These damn giants who are not no walkovers. And I'm happy that Danielle Perkins is fighting on the undercard. So is Samantha Worthington fighting on the undercard, number one about 140. We got great female talents who want to be fighting. And I'm just happy that I can be a part of that and giving them a platform to fight on. Franchon, something else you said that I just want to make clear. You said that you didn't know what the promotion was going on for the fight. Last time I fought at LCA, 5 weeks before, we had 21% of the building sold out. This time with 5 weeks left, we got 41% of the building sold out already. Yeah, you need a mic? Is her mic on?
So no, what we want to do is that, yeah, we got to do a Q&A.
No, that would be crazy to ship. That would be crazy to shut down my show that I'm working on as well as you. I said I was not in charge of promotion. I promote what I can do. I don't know the schedule for the promotion, so that won't no shot at anybody. That's just the truth.
What we're going to do right now is that if, okay, you're not done.
So with that being said, much respect to him, you know I love him. But with that being said, get y'all tickets to all my GOAT fans here. Use my discount code, TREX10. Put it where it says unlock, not promo code, unlock. Everybody keep DMing me, asking me, use the promo code. And if anybody want to do like the meet and greets before the fight, which is like I think Thursday, Friday, make sure y'all get y'all VIPs. So thank all y'all for being here. I want to thank LCA. I want to thank Win Records Promotion. I want to thank Papoose. I want to thank Franchon. I want to thank her and the whole team. And y'all will get your money's worth come February 22nd. You're going to get a good fight, and you're going to get the best versions of both of us. So I look forward to it, and I can't wait to get off the stage and get out these heels and get back to the gym because she really got me fired up right now.
All right, let's hear it for Claressa Shields. At this time, I'm going to ask questions of both fighters, and if we can turn their mics on so they can respond to my questions, and then after that, we're going to open it up to members of the media, and after that, it will be a face-off of these two women who will be meeting on February 22nd at Little Caesars Arena for the undisputed women's heavyweight championship of the world. Franchon, I look at your record, and I see the 10-2, but I see 2 losses, in which one was early in your career, and you had known about her. But how much has changed in you in that last time you fought in July of 2016? How much, 2016, how much has changed in you? What are we going to see different on the 22nd?
I'm just happy, that's all. I think experience builds character, and I'm not ashamed of the 2 L's, which are lessons. Everything that happened, I had weird circumstances, but I don't want to take anything from anybody because I have ability, I have capability, and I believe in myself. And nothing worth having is not worth working hard for. So it's whatever. Like, I'm not, you just learn not to think everything is going to go exactly how you want it to go. And I'm at a point in my life, it is what it is. As long as I know I do everything I'm supposed to do and I work hard, so be it.
Clarissa, my question to you is this. We've seen your 17 fights. We've seen the growth in what you're doing. We've seen the speed on your jab, the up jab, the left hook. Every time I see a fight, you're learning something new. What is it that she's not getting, that she's not facing the same young lady that she fought in 2016? And how much have you improved?
I think I'm a lot smarter now. I think I understand professional boxing better now. From my pro debut, you know, being in the amateurs, fighting in the Olympics, we went on a point system and we wore headgear. It's like now I've had 17 fights, all with no headgear. Most of my fights have been 10 rounds. And the ones that weren't 10 rounds, I was still against heavy hitters. So I think now I just understand how to break my opponent down better now. I got patience, I turn my punches over better. And I'm way stronger than what I was. And from the time that me and Franchon first fought each other, that started back when I was 16 years old. I'm 30 now. So how she had her women's strength back then, I'm finally getting my women's strength now. So I think that's the difference. And I think that I continue to get better every fight. I think I did have a lackluster performance my last fight. And I had my shoulders torn. So it is what it is. I wanted to get out there and make my money. I knew that I could beat Lonnie with my shoulders, but if I could go back, I probably would have told him to push the fight back or something, because the way that my shoulders were, I wasn't able to let my stuff go, and I thought I should knock her out.
Final question to you, Franchon, from me. You're fighting at heavyweight for the very first time in your career. Some may say that's a disadvantage, but is it an advantage for you because even at 168, what you were walking around with, has training camp been to the point you're able to eat more? Do you feel stronger, or are you faster?
Well, I'm called the heavy-hitting diva for a reason, and at heavyweight, I'm coming up from super middleweight, and it's different from just going by walk-around weight or just putting on weight. Like, I want to train my body to be able to move with that weight and be comfortable doing it. You know what I mean? So I'm just enjoying the process. I'm honest. Like, I'm just enjoying the process and just doing what I'm supposed to do. And you'll see February 22nd.
Clarissa, you've taken over the heavyweight division, and you've taken it over by storm. You're taking on a person that I know personally who told me, if there's somebody out there which is good competition for me, it's Franchon, because you followed her career. You saw her fight against Savannah Marshall. And even though it was a loss, you were like, you did a good job. And then you saw what she did against Shadesha Green. Can you tell us, and I know you said it, but this is perhaps the toughest fight of your career, at least on paper, and the individual that you're fighting.
On paper, she is the best opponent for me. You know, for this fight, people kept on saying Shadesha Green. And I'm like, well, hold up now. We're not about to overlook who I consider one of my big sisters, Franchon Crews, like she didn't beat her. And so I brought that to people's attention. People wanted to overlook it because of Franchon's style. Like, she got the upset over Shadesha, and everybody think that Shadesha just so strong, so like she's so skilled, she MVP. But the truth is, Franchon Crews is and was the better fighter. So I let my team know, even they wanted to make the fight with Shadesha, and I told them, I'm like, yo, I'm not doing that because, one, I already know I'm gonna beat Shadesha up. Let's be real. But I'm like, that's not fair to overlook Franchon just because they feel like she's not a worthy opponent or she don't have to start him or she's not with a big promoter. I'm like, she's still a better fighter. And I remember when I was coming up and I had won all these belts, I think I was world champion in 2 divisions. And I'm like, I'm still on the pound list. It's not that many of us. So when it comes to skills and when it comes to boxing, I'm like, I'm number 1. So when I let them know that, now they want to put me on there as number 5, 6, 7, and then I finally became number 1. So I wanted to give Franchon Crews her flowers, and it's just so crazy that with me giving her the opportunity, somehow it done flipped to where I have a problem with her being the opponent when I'm in position in my career to where I can pick who I fight. I can literally fight a nobody and still sell out LCA. I'm like, I want to fight against somebody that's going to be a real good fight, real tough challenge, real skill, real experience. She got more experience than me. She been around way before I came along. She was ranked number 1 in the amateurs. I was ranked number 7. So with that being said, it was like, yo, she deserved this opportunity. Of course, she could have got opportunities elsewhere, maybe, but Shadesha already said she not rematching Franchon. So who else she gonna fight? So that's why I said, let's go ahead and let's do it. Me and her are going to fight. I chose her for my opponent. I know she's a tough contestant, and that's what I want. I want them to see me in a very entertaining grudge match, to where they can know, like, no matter what, I know how to bite down, I know how to win, and I'm a hell of a fighter. So with that, it's just, I don't know. It's like, a question is that I got for Franchon is, how you got all this smoke for me when I don't win, and then you want to be cool with Amanda Serrano and want to be cool with them? Listen, they don't even have your back. I went on YouTube because I do my due diligence, and I'm looking up Franchon Crews versus Dezurn full fight. Nowhere on YouTube. I look up Franchon Crews versus Savannah Marshall. Nowhere on YouTube. They done tried to erase the whole girl legacy just because they don't want to fight against her. So it's like, now that that's bringing attention to, ask them, why can't we find none of your legacy fights online, and they supposed to be your friends and they supposed to be cool with you?
One thing we know, that legacy fight is going to happen on February 22nd at Little Caesars Arena. Now let's turn it over to the standing media. They're standing by. Please state who you are and what you represent, and your question for the fighters.
Kyle Collison, knockouts and 3 counts and bodyslam.net. I got a question both for Clarissa and for Franchon. Clarissa first. You know, we've heard a lot of talk already about the contract that you signed and this new run you're going to be on. What does this fight mean for you and women's boxing, for both of you guys getting to do this, to fight on such a big stage? We've covered your last 4 or 5 fights so far, and this one has by far more hype to it, more energy to it than at least the last 3 or 4. What is this fight going to mean for the beginning of this new contract and for your legacy?
Well, look at who I'm fighting. That's why the fight got so much hype. Like, everyone knows that she's not a pushover, and I've never looked at her as a pushover. I've just always been better. Now that we're here and we're getting ready for this fight, it deserves, one, with my contract, I've been able to negotiate my deals. I was a free agent for 3 months, and I talked to all the big promoters, MVP, Eddie Hearn, Win Records, Lit Promotions, and it made sense with Splitter and Win Records together for me to get this big outcome. A lot was in my contract besides the $2 million that makes my deal very, very lucrative. And I want to say, one, who has a press conference with millions of dollars of cars around and is a woman fighter? So this is like what's also in my contract is everything big. And so that's what we've been doing. And now with me fighting against Franchon, you know, with my payday and her payday, I don't negotiate how much she gets paid. That's not my job. I always negotiate for me. You know what I'm saying? And with that, we about to fight in front of 18,000 plus. That's what it's looking like it's going to be in the building up at LCA on February 22nd. And this kind of fight deserves that kind of platform. Live on the zone, millions of watchers, tens of thousands of people, and lots of punches. February 22nd.
And the question I got for Franchon, you know, I got to talk to Tony Harrison ahead of his fight that he just had over at the Fox, and the one thing that he said off rip was, he said if there was anybody for Clarissa to fight, it was going to be you, because he knew that you weren't going to come in here with any trepidation, any nerves, any being nervous in the spotlight due to your history. With that being said, as you step in, for a lot of people, maybe not just here in Detroit, but around the world who are going to be watching this fight, what makes Franchon Crews different and the one that's going to be able to end the run of Claressa Shields?
All right. What was the last part? Make me different.
What about Franchon Crews is going to make you different to be the one to stop Claressa's run?
What makes me different? I'm just me, and I don't have smoke. This is business, but I will always call a spade. You said I was jealous and a hater. I'm never jealous of you, Clarissa. From the bottom of my heart, I'm never jealous of you. So just understand that and take that with you after the fight and everything. But I'm just gonna be me. What can I do? What can I do? People already think I'm gonna get knocked out. People don't like my style for the same reason she said, right? And I appreciate her bringing that to light. People try to erase what I do, and it's fine. I have ability. If they say you're great, we'll make another one, I have the ability to keep making things great for me. If I'm singing, if I'm boxing, if I'm doing fashion, I'm gonna be great in whatever arena I'm in. So February 22nd, I'm just coming to show up and be great. And I hope my greatness is enough. I know my greatness is enough. We just have to let it happen. So be it.
Next up.
Hello, my name is Antisha King with Beautiful Machine Magazine, and my question is for the greatest woman right here, Clarissa. How does this fight push you differently than the past fight when you beat her before?
This fight pushed me differently because of just who she is, and I know that she's dangerous. You know, they were building up this girl, Claressa Shields, to be like some type of boogie woman and saying she could knock out me and Franchon the same night and all this stuff. And I always tell myself, I'm like, well, I know dang well the girl can't beat me, and she can't beat Franchon, but how she gonna knock us out? I was just real confused by that. So with her, she went on ahead and she fought against Claressa Shields. She fought against her on the MVP card. She was the B-side, and she went over there and she won, I think, a majority decision or something like that. And with her winning, it shows that you can have skill, you can have size, you can have experience. She can still figure out how to beat you. So that's what gets me up in the morning when I'm getting ready to go train, is thinking about how, one, not how mad y'all would be if she beat me, but how mad I would be. And how I wouldn't be able to sleep and eat for months. Like, losing does not feel good. I lost one time in my amateur career. And it just like that's what gets me up, knowing that she's training for me, I'm training for her, and that she knows stuff that maybe I don't know, with her little bit more of experience that she has than me. But I have more fights, I have more world championships, I'm younger, but she still is a heavy-hitting diva, and I respect her skills and I respect her fights, and I just want to go out there and give a good fight to everybody and show that even though she's really good and she's tough, I think I can knock her out.
Thank you to the media. So any media who has additional questions, we'll have Clarissa here on the front of stage, so you guys can gather here for any additional questions.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want you to make sure you know that date. It is February the 22nd. Little Caesars Arena. History in the making. And yes, we will have a face-off of our two fighters. Well, the two fighters who are fighting for Claressa Shields' undisputed heavyweight championship of the ring. Get ready for a face-off, because when we see them again, they will be fighting for that belt, the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world, Sunday, February 22nd, 2026, at Detroit's premier sports arena, Little Caesars Arena. It will be live on the global home of boxing, DAZN streaming services. Shields will return to her acclaimed venue after she sold it out July 27, 2025. The first matchup since signing a landmark $8 million deal over the next 2 years. The event is promoted by Salida Promotions and Win Records, the first fight of this landmark $8 million deal for Claressa Shields that shattered all previous records. Tickets are on sale right now. Look at the QR code. Get your tickets while they last. Great seats are still available. Tickets on sale at 313 Presents and Ticketmaster. Now, ladies, it is time to put up or shut up, get down and throw down. There's going to be a beat down in Motown. It's going to happen on February the 22nd. It will be a hallelujah moment. They know each other, but they're going to get it down. It is their fight. Fight fans, you want to see them fight on the 22nd of February at Little Caesars Arena. Let me hear you say yeah! Say yeah! They're going face to face and they are talking it up and chopping it up, but they have the utmost respect. Once again, we would like to thank our sponsors for being with us and taking this afternoon. Tough Shed, M-Select Water, Luxury Water, OnlyFans, and Bet Online. It is the Motor City. It is Salida Promotion. It is Buy Select, Hydration, Win Records, Bet Online, 313 Presents, and Tough Shed. Don't forget, it is a Sunday you want to remember. That day will be the 22nd of February. On behalf of Win Records and Salida Promotions, we thank you all for coming out. And once again, a round of applause for both of our fighters. We'll see you on the 22nd of February. Fighters are still there. It is the way to get your photo opportunities while you can. It has been a pleasure. My name is Ronnie Duncan of the Sports Graph Network. Tune in Monday through Friday between the hours of 2 and 4. We will be talking boxing in this fight. It is WGPR 107.5 FM HD2. You know, we all be going. Thanks a lot, everybody.